It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it kicks off next.
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. First down, here's Dak. It is caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. That's Lamb running the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that. Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Wilson, first play going to the air. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff to Tracy. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw from Wilson. Caught by Theo Johnson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now. From the 28. Neighbors with the catch. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Encroachment, defense.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Russ is cooking again. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Once more, it's Wilson. He's got it! And that's a New York touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now a pause as they attend to an injured player, and they wait with bated breath because it is Dak Prescott who's getting help here. Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the longtime vet Brian Engeron now. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
2nd and 10 now. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Robinson sent in motion left. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Wilson now from the gun. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 42. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Decent.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him, the
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
2nd and 3. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Russ looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Man in motion here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. 1st down, here's Dak. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Gets this to Slayton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. He's on the move. Now here he goes. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Escapes the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Russ setting to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He finds Johnson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on third, Wilson. He's on the move. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the pistol, Prescott. It's caught, Ferguson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Forced out to it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Giants using their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. No return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. Now here comes the New York offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Connects with Johnson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. from the 37. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Wilson on third down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a fourth down instead.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes
to kick this one away.
Steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Connects with Slayton. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Tracy, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And that will not be enough for a first down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Neighbors with the catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
This drive just keeps on moving after the penalty resets that marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. He's got him. That's Tracy. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Micah McFadden able to make the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Short side option here. He's running left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
It's a 3-yard gain for him. That leaves 3rd and 14 now. To throw is Prescott. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Well, with 2 misses on his ledger already, maybe a surprise. They let him try one from this distance, but what a way to respond. What a way to move past those misses. Hits an absolute bomb for his first field goal of the game.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. New set of downs for him at the 38. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Holland there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Has it in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
1st down, here's Russ. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Malik Hooker with the tackle. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw from Wilson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. They'll look to run with Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
3rd and goal, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a 36-yard look for him. Gay's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pass cut by Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Robinson in motion right. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 46. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Russ setting to throw. Has his man, it's Tracy.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's able to get this down to the 36. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Russ is cooking again. Connects with Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They run. Here's Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Russ off the play fake. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the game stays at 11.
Kid, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
Their offense running back out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Throwing on first is Prescott. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. From the 29. Cowboys trailing by 11. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Prescott. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Colson Adivo's got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. This is Tracy. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Slot man in motion right. Here's Tracy once more. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They go right back to Tracy. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.
Throw it, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's make